to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. The chosen one out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Porter, no luck. Porter against Ingram. Quickly the pass to Boyd. Here's the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
And the first one drops. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing.
Boy, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Here is Porter after the Raptors pick up 2. Gordon with it. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Jokic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Here's Boyd. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. To the inside, Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the chosen one.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Pirtle.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And here's Porter. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Barnes. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pirtle with a screen on Jokic. And Boyd gets it to go. Boyd's got 13.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Ingram finds quickly. Barnes outside. Pass to Boyd. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 15 points for the chosen one.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And again, Denver no good. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 19-4 run. Barnes, and he drops it in from the low post.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Denver calls timeout.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Now here's Murray. Still scoreless. Yes, that goes in.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Boyd. Pass to Ingram. Bangs on the trifecta. He has 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Murray, good.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here's Jokic. He had 35 points last game out. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. Barnes grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Boyd. Fires the 3. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Took him no time at all on that one. Ingram's got 8 points.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Here's Jokic, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And they were in the top 10 in steals. It was one of those things we always heard about last season. Get a little sloppy with the ball, and they will make you pay.
And with the number 1 ranking in fast break points last season, GA, I don't think you get an argument that they were the most entertaining team in the entire league. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Quickly. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Shot from free throw range. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Boyd the pass to Boucher. Barrett with the ball. Here's Boyd. He's got 22. And Gordon over to help. For 3, Ingram nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Jokic. After R.J. Barrett's bucket, it's Westbrook with the drive. Missed inside. Driving in. Here's Barrett. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Watson kicks to Jokic. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jokic has got 7.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Pass to Boyd. Back to Barrett. Now here's Pirtle. Here's Boyd. Boucher with a screen on Murray. Hits the 3-point bomb. 25 points for the chosen one.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Barrett against Westbrook. Now Boucher. Nothing on the board. Pulls up on the elbow. And again, it's Toronto converted.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Manuel quickly. He's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And he sinks the second.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And Boyd gets it to go.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Westbrook passes to Porter. Jordan sets the screen for Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Barrett with the drive. And yes, it's good. Barrett's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Outside Porter from outside the arc. And Boyd pulls it down.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
It's Ingram on the wing. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Sinks the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Boyd can't get it to go. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. The Nuggets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And so he hits both. And so here's Toronto. Here's Mobo. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Raptors out in front, running away with this one. And we'll be back with you for the start of the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Mobo in at the fourth slot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Good. Diggs got his first basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Porter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Dick. No good with the triple. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Denver. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And here's Watson. Still yet to score. Porter, no luck.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity, and man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career, and now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Count the basket.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
From deep. Dick can't get it to go. Westbrook against Quickly, and it's Westbrook missing. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Barrett. That one goes. Count it. Barrett's got 6 points.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Here's Porter. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Strother. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Strother. Dick defending to the middle. Here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Boy, somehow, some way, you got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
And the dunk by Dick.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Westbrook with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. Down low. And Watson slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Inside, Boucher scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Porter from past the arc. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Quickly looking it over. Back to Dick. Here's Mobo. He's covered by Watson. It's Dick on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Westbrook, and he uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Boucher passes to Dick. Strother grabs the miss. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now, here's Quickly. His last outing, he had 8 points. Boucher with a screen on Porter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now Westbrook. Outside Jordan. Pass to Strother. Off target with his 3. Strother's gone 1 of 4 from the field. There it finds Dick. Down low. Here's Mobo. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Outside, Jordan. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal. And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Denver passing it around, out left to the wing, to the inside. And that one is hammered home.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Pass to Mobo. Now Quickly. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Here's Porter. Jordan down low. Boucher defending. No good from Jordan.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And it's Quickly in the corner. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
An effective mid-range scorer, Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Here's Westbrook. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Dick, that's good. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Denver. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Porter. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Westbrook against Quickly. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
Dialing back the clock right there. When Russ is pulling off moves like this, he's unguardable.
Boucher in the post. Jordan's there. Here's Dick. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Picked off in midair. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Picked his pocket. Here's Strother. Dick defending Watson. It's rebounded by Dick.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Corner shot. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Barrett against Porter. Pass to Jordan. Here's Strother. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Quickly the pass to Dick for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Outside Porter. Now Jordan. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Denver.
Substitution on the court.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Murray against Quickly. Just 5 on the clock. And a missed layup.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Jokic. He has 7. 9 feet out. It's good. Jokic has got 9 points. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Raptors delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, your attention to second quarter. And get ready for the fans.
Taking a look here at Denver, it's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that first win.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, the energy they're putting.
And that is a wrap.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. The Nuggets shooting 40% from the field. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clarkie has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3, he's got all of those.
Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Here's Boyd. The offensive rebound. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. Pass to Boyd. Beyond the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's now 35 points for the chosen one. Right wing. Here's Brown. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ingram outside. Here's Boyd. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got 5.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Porter against Ingram. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 15.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Inside, here's Porter. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Boyd gets it to go. Boyd's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Murray the pass to Porter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Good on the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for him the rest of the way.
And Boyd gets it to go.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill.
Oh, wow, man.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Porter a screen on Barnes. For 3, Gordon. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the dunk by Barnes.
And saw the play develop. Got out in front of the defense, and Barnes there finishes on the break.
Here's Jokic. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pirtle inside, guarded by Porter. The Nuggets shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Ingram. Wide open look here for Murray. That 3 off the mark. Raptors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Boyd the pass to Barnes. Here's Boyd. The 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 6th assist on the night. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Porter kicks to Murray. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Toronto grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well, and I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. And Boyd gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brown. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Murray scanning the floor. Outside, Porter fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Nuggets. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Another bucket! Wow!
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. There's Gordon with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And that one's good, Barnes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
There's Porter with the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got the glass covered here tonight. 11. And another one!
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be...
And what a moment it is for him and for this fan base, setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but he's on top of them all. And the Nuggets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Porter passes to Westbrook. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. And he can't bank that one in. Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Dick, that's good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Outside, Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Abaji, the pass to Boyd. Takes it inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Floats one up, and Boucher sends it back. Porter, no luck. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And that one's good, Abaji.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray with it. Now, here's Jokic. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Doesn't go that time. It's Dick on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Dick, that's good. Dick's got 30 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Jokic inside. Working on Boucher. Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. And when he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
They came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Jokic finds Porter. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Boucher. Good, nice job down low. Boucher's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Onside, Barrett. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Throws it up high.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfectly.
Back to Dick. For the 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Onside, Barrett. To the middle from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Chris Boucher. Walter out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Barrett, and it's Abaji in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Toronto shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Here's Abaji. Here's Dick. Drills the three-pointer. Dick's got 38 points.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Outside Westbrook. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Dick. And he makes good on the layup. Dick's got 7 now in this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Walter. Raptors moving the ball around. Barrett finds Dick. And it falls over the rim and in. Dick's got 42 in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2. For him.
Timeout.
Toronto calls timeout. Clark. Some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Boy. Westbrook pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
The Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Hits it again. Wow! 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Boyd. Again, what an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Down low. Here's Westbrook. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got 13 rebounds in the game. Pass eating. Here's Boyd. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You know, whether it's going solo or in a set like the pick and roll, Westbrook has a knack for creating offense.
Boucher against Jordan. Boucher passes to Boyd. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Jordan. Jordan sets the screen for Murray. Back to Jordan. The kick out to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. And the Raptors with possession. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Boyd. And Brown pulls it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside for Murray. And the three off target.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Abaji again, Toronto.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And he converts the layup. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half.
Such a creative player. Westbrook doesn't mind getting a little fancy with it and trying to carve out some room for himself there.
Good! Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Grady Diggs checked in for Toronto. Denver also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Murray. Here's Brown. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
The 19-foot shot. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Barrett. Diggs got 44.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Porter looking it over. Jokic high post. To the inside. Westbrook no good. Toronto's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Boucher's shot is off. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Brown the pass to Westbrook. Here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Walters checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The Nuggets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Outside, Porter launches it. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 12 points in just the second half.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release in deep range, too.
It's good from long range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition. And
good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Pass to Boyd. Boucher with a screen on Murray. Boyd the pass to Boucher. Here's Walter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Christian Brown's checked in for Denver.
Number 0, Christian Brown.
Now Murray. Outside Gordon. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one goes in.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Brown's got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Barrett. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And this is Barrett